so welcome to the Royal Armouries. My name is Keith, this is India, and we're about to tell you the story of a true French female swashbuckling legend, a woman by the name of Julie d'Aubigny, better known as La Maupin.
I came into the world in 1670, or thereabouts. A lady never reveals her true age. My father was secretary to the Count d'Armagnac, who was in turn master of horse for King Louis XIV of France. Papa was a formidable fencer and gave me a masculine education in which swordsmanship and feats of arms were encouraged.
Now, fencing in France in part by the use of the small sword, and this was a new and lightweight weapon, which, however, during Julie's lifetime, still had two edges as well as a point, so it could be used to thrust, but it could also be used to cut. Later small swords increasingly became manufactured with triangular section blades, which were much lighter, but they were only really any use for thrusting, and they're the ones that survive in modern fencing épée tournaments today. But how were these cut and thrust style small swords used? Well, let's take a lesson from Julie and her father. Julie, attends.
Oui, Papa.
Demonstrate for me the four principal lines of attack and defense. Second, tierce, carte, and cercle. En garde. Allez.
Ha ha ha.
Now. Oh, Julie, how you embarrass your poor papa. Look at her, only 14 years of age, and already no one can beat her. Mark my words, one day this daughter of mine, she'll be a legend.
When I was 14, I rather naughtily became mistress to Count d'Armagnac, my father's employer, who arranged a rather convenient marriage to one Monsieur Francois Maupin. But he was far too old, so I was soon rid of it. Why settle for one mouldy apple when there is an entire orchard of fresh fruit out there? I set out on a life filled with adventure, seeking relationships with both men and women, and in the meantime, for a lady must eat. I became an opera singer, whose beauty and power was soon being celebrated as the toast of Paris!
Well, she doesn't sell herself short, does she? But fear not, because none of this singing business got in the way of Julie's sword training. In fact, she just got better and better. And so came about the duel, for which, as her father predicted, she would become famous. And it happened when the entire opera company, of whom she was a member, was invited to a masked ball to be held by Louis XIV, the Sun King of France himself.
I attended, as had become my habit, dressed in male attire, but making no efforts to disguise my identity or sex. I found myself drawn to a rather beautiful female guest who has a smaller guest on her lap. I invited her to dance, and later I suggested a far more intimate encounter.
Unfortunately, the young woman in question was being attended upon by three male suitors, all of whom were appalled by the harlot Maupin's behaviour.
Messieurs, I am at your service, all three of you. Shall we settle this dispute like gentlemen?
Yes, like gentlemen. No, not like gentlemen, because you're a... Yes, like gentlemen.
Excellent. Will you have 3 separate lessons, or the entire syllabus all at once?
Madam, you baffle us. What is it you believe you can teach us?
Besides humility, only the 3 most powerful secret strokes ever taught by the sword masters of France. Who will be my first student?
The rest of us, you better take her on. No. What about me? You sure I can lend you my sword? No. C'est moi. Avec plaisir.
Your stroke will be the Jarnac slice.
Beg your pardon?
On guard!
Oh, she cut my hamstring, Petra Sturgeon. She's cut my hamstring.
Oh dear, a very disappointing start. I do hope that my second student will be an improvement.
Aye, he will. And be assured, he'll give you better sport than his poor foolish friend whose leg you've just ventilated. What will you teach him? Oh.
Oh dear, a lesson in manners, if nothing else.
If we're going to fight, let's fight!
Your stroke is...
No, don't tell me. That is the Nevers thrust, eh? With the point right between the eyes. Aye, always wondered how it was performed. Now you've taught me. I salute you. Humbly take my leave.
Oh, a much better student. Very gracious in defeat. I really hope I have a third.
You do, madam.
Ah, Monsieur be warned, I am about to demonstrate my most final and fatal stroke.
How can I fail to take up your challenge when you fight like a true gallant?
Who will one day be a legend.
But not a living one.
Would you be so kind? Hold my hand. No? Would you be so kind? Thank you.
Ah! Madam, I believe you've cost me a very expensive bun. All this is too exhausting. When will you teach me your secret stroke?
All in good time, monsieur. All in good time.
At least tell me it's there.
Then it would not be a secret.
Oh, a lesson in logic as well as swordsmanship. My cup runneth over. Madam, you go too far.
Always.
At last I have you, madam. Someone, one day, had to prick the boil of your somewhat dubious fame. Such a shame that killing you will deny me a good stroke.
Oh, monsieur, I never denied a man a good stroke. Voila, the Duclin disarm. My best student, truly, top of the class. Pardon, monsieur. You appear to be holding on to my sword. This is yours.
Thank you so much.
Honor satisfied, and being very pleased to once again be the center of attention, I returned back to the ball. I had hoped on reacquainting myself with that rather beautiful female guest, but she was nowhere to be seen. for love. Instead, I was confronted by Louis XIV, the Sun King himself.
Maupin, you jade! 3 of my favourite courtiers run through, and this despite my edict forbidding duelling within the walls of the city of Paris.
But, Your Majesty, your edict, it says men with swords.
I know, but only on account of some foolish scribal error for whom someone's head will roll. In the meantime, however, I suppose your furious monarch is going to have to set you free to thrust and parry as you please.
And I did, living happily, if a little naughtily, ever after.
Everyone, the story of Julie d'Aubigny, better known as La Maupin.
Thank you very much, everyone. We hope you have enjoyed that, and it's maybe given you an insight into this incredible person from history, which you can do a bit more researching about. Now, if you have enjoyed what you've seen today, please do consider donating. It is a free museum, but it's your donations that keep this museum free for future generations. We do have a donation station just as you exit. Any small amount really does truly help. But for myself, India, for my fantastic partner, Keith, who makes me look good, thank you once again.